Welcome to the Deep Dive. We cut through the noise, get you informed fast. Today, we're taking a fascinating look, really a journey into international civic connections, specifically Chennai, India, and its American sister cities. We've got some great sources here that give us insights into the history, the successes, but also the real challenges these partnerships face.
Yeah, and it's important to remember the background here. The whole Sister Cities International idea, SCI, it actually started way back in 1956. President Eisenhower was behind it. His vision was all about citizen diplomacy, fostering peace, goodwill through direct community ties.
Citizen diplomacy.
Exactly. And Chennai, it's such a dynamic place, culture, commerce, education, that seems like a natural fit for this kind of global engagement.
Okay, so with that big vision in mind, let's zoom in on Chennai itself. How do these ideas actually, play out on the ground? Our sources say Chennai has two formal American sister city relationships currently. There's Denver, Colorado. That one started way back in 1984, so it's the longest standing one.
Right, the oldest link.
And then more recently, San Antonio, Texas. That was formalized in 2008.
And that Denver relationship, it really seems to capture that original spirit you mentioned. A lot of focus on student exchange, cultural awareness. They do things like a Taste of India festival in Denver, an annual Gandhi Memorial Lecture.
Cultural stuff.
Yeah, but also, and this is pretty striking, tangible humanitarian impact. Like after the 2004 tsunami, the Denver connection raised over $70,000 for relief efforts in Chennai.
Wow, $70,000. That's significant.
It really is. And, the sources suggest this sustained activity, the success there, it's largely down to dedicated citizen committees.
Yeah.
Groups like the Denver Sister Cities Chennai Committee, the Indo-American Association, they provide that crucial follow-through, that continuity.
So committed people on the ground make a real difference there. Interesting. Okay, so Denver sounds like a success story in many ways. How does the San Antonio relationship compare then? Is it similar or a different model?
It seems, a bit different, more maybe strategic, broader, perhaps. It kicked off in 2008, like you said. The stated focus areas were commerce, health, education, technology. So quite ambitious.
Right, a wider brief.
And what's really fascinating, I think, is this shared connection they have. Both are UNESCO creative cities. Chennai for music, San Antonio for gastronomy, for food.
Oh, interesting. So that's a unique link.
Yeah. And there were even discussions about things like waterway stewardship. And again, a nonprofit, Anuja SA Inc., was really key in sort of driving that partnership forward.
Okay, so on paper, both Denver and San Antonio sound, pretty positive, great initiatives. But our sources definitely highlight a reality check here. What are the big challenges Chennai has faced with these?
Yeah, this is where it gets, maybe a bit sobering. From Chennai's side, there's this recurring critique that these agreements, however well-intentioned, often just remain only on paper.
Not much happens.
Pretty much. Officials apparently noted at one point not a single idea had been adopted. The main hurdles seem pretty clear. Funding, first off, and manpower within Chennai's own civic body.
Resource constraints.
Exactly. There was even this attempt back in 2008 to set up a corpus fund, about 50 lakh rupees, so roughly 60,000 US dollars.
Right.
But it failed. Apparently San Antonio wasn't ready to match it then.
Okay, so funding is a big one. Anything else?
Yeah, also administrative differences. Key areas, maybe big infrastructure projects or certain education things, they just don't fall under the city government's control in Chennai. So city-to-city agreements can only do so much,
Right, jurisdiction issues. Sounds like a classic case of good ideas hitting, bureaucratic walls. Is this just Chennai or is this common? And what's Chennai done about this feeling that things weren't moving, that relationships sometimes went quiet?
It's definitely not unique to Chennai. These kinds of challenges pop up globally. But Chennai's response is interesting. There's been a clear shift. They've actually started declining new sister city proposals. London and Houston were mentioned. And now any new agreement needs approval way up the chain state government and the Ministry of External Affairs.
Wow. Okay, that's a pretty significant change in approach, tightening things up. But just to give the full picture, our sources also say Chennai's international work isn't only about these sister cities, right?
Exactly right. That's a key point. They have other types of agreements.
Yeah.
Like friendly city deals.
Yeah.
The one with Chongqing in China, for example. That one's focused on specific sectors, cars, healthcare, and apparently led to actual business collaborations.
So more targeted, maybe?
Seems like it. And then you've got really strong, successful collaborations happening at the institutional level. Think IIT Madras or Education USA programs. These operate completely separately from the city level stuff and seem to work really well.
So the issue might not be international engagement itself, but maybe the way these traditional sister city programs are structured or managed.
That could be it. It suggests the problem might be with the modality, the specific sister city model, rather than a lack of interest in connecting internationally from Chennai's side.
Okay, so this deep dive really shows us quite a complex picture. You've got the symbolic value, which is important. You've got that citizen diplomacy aspect, which, like with Denver, can be really impactful. But then you run into these very real practical challenges in actually making things happen consistently, which has led Chennai to rethink its strategy.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Considering everything Chennai has experienced, what does it actually take for these international city partnerships to move beyond just being symbolic gestures? How can they consistently deliver real, tangible benefits for everyone involved?